Hey guys, what's up? It's Zeta, and welcome to another plan with me. For May, I decided to go with a general nerdy theme, and I assure you that May the 4th is strictly a coincidence. I'm honestly not much of a Star Wars fan. I am, however, a massive Star Trek fan, and that was my main inspiration for this cover page. I started out by just drawing May in that sort of classic Star Trek font, and then adding a mini calendar, which doesn't really serve a purpose besides I enjoy it. I initially went with a Star Trek The Next Generation idea for this cover page, but then decided to add a Brent Spiner shout out over on the left. But on the right hand page, you just saw me draw out an outline for all of the crew members from Star Trek The Next Generation except for Data. He does come back later though, don't you worry. I just drew them all as black outlines because human features are hard. I will then color in the uniforms so that they're a little more distinguishable from each other. The left-hand page, I then drew a falling Brent Spiner. This is a shout out to an internet miniseries he produced back in I think 2012, though I probably shouldn't be quoted on that. It's called Fresh Hell. It has 2 seasons. I will have it linked in the cards as well as the description box below. Though, fair warning, it does have a little bit of crude humor and some slightly adult language. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you have a few hours free, since that's all it really takes to watch it. The quote you can see me drawing out, "At least I'm not Brent Spiner," is one of the main jokes throughout the show. Now on to my monthly log. The only part of this that's actually for genuine planning is a large monthly calendar as well as a notes section. Now, my original theme idea was actually Spaceballs when I realized May the 4th was a thing and that there should be some sort of a Star Wars shout out, but I didn't think I could quite pull Spaceballs off, so instead I put Pac-Man along the bottom. I then used Pinky, Inky, Blinky, and Clyde as headers and added the little Tetris doodle you can see me drawing it in now, just to sort of end my notes section off and make the page look a little more intentional. While I doodle, I did want to run an idea by you guys though, which is Sci-Fi journal with me. Sort of how K-pop journaling works, but, you know, the nerd edition. Putting all of these spreads together was really fun, and I feel like the nerd side of the bullet journaling community is somewhat underserved. I could be totally wrong on that, I may have just not found the videos yet, but I feel like it would be a really fun idea that some of you might be interested in. I'll put a poll in the cards right now, so you guys can let me know if that's something you might be interested in, though in all honesty I'm probably going to do it anyway. So now you can see me just drawing in my monthly calendar. I used my Pigma fine liners. The outside line is in 08, all of the inside lines are I believe in 05. The different nib sizes just sort of give the calendar a nice look to me. I used the different colors of the Pac-Man ghosts to color in a little dot to put the actual date. I did ignore writing out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. My calendars do start on Mondays. I just didn't feel the need to write that in since I know where I start. Also, my Tetris pieces. I know this is not how they are supposed to be colored, but it is how mine are colored. Just because it fit better with my theme and how I had my page laid out, and I didn't want to add any more colors than I already had. Though I will say the orange and red looks much better in reality than they do on camera. I also decided to do some yellow accents because that's just who I am as a person now by highlighting notes and adding a drop shadow. Now onto my mood and gratitude spreads, which I was very excited about. So right now you can see me just drawing out the outline of a Carl from An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Ink Green, and then dividing it into 31 sections so that I can color in each day with a different color depending on my mood. That'll be how I track it throughout the month. The other page is a simple gratitude tracker with a color scheme based off of A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, the sequel to An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor will be out July 7th, but is available for pre-order now. I believe there are also still signed editions left, though I should not be quoted on that. Also, I promise you guys, I would not plug a book that I didn't think was amazing, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing was honestly the first book in a long time that did not leave me thinking this is not Harry Potter. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was brilliant. It commented on our society and how we think of fame and what social media is and how it works. And I could go on about it forever. And you know what? Maybe I could. Maybe I should. That could be another sci-fi journal with me thing. Honestly, guys, if you want that to be a thing at all, please, please, please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if there's anything that you want to see me talk about or journal about, I suppose you're not seeing me talk. But just let me know down below. I would be more than happy to make that a series. In all honesty, that would be kind of a dream come true, finding the intersection of bullet journaling / stationery and just general nerdy stuff. That is the dream. You can see me now just coloring in the gratitude page in a color scheme that kind of matches a beautifully foolish endeavor. I did blue lettering with the same font, and then the orange-red sort of motif from the color page. I also added some gray dividing lines just so that I knew what day I was writing in whenever I did write in this. Now onto a mostly decorative, slightly useful page. I wanted to make a summer plans page just because classes are ending and summer is going to be very, very strange. I'm probably not going to have my normal summer job. It's not like I can plan vacations and beach days right now because of COVID-19. So I wanted somewhere to just sort of brainstorm ideas of what I could and sort of should be doing this summer. The actual design for the decoration is based off of a comm panel from Star Trek The Next Generation, in case you couldn't already tell, which does mean that yes, my friends, our dear Mr. Data is back. I wanted to use the quote, "I may be chasing an untamed ornithoid without cause," just to sort of remind myself not to go on a wild goose chase this summer pursuing things that I don't actually have interest in or that won't actually add value to my life. I knew that I wanted to do this sort of on Data's chest with that same black outline colored in uniform motif from the original cover page. I also knew that my journal wouldn't handle that very well, so I actually drew the design on a piece of printer paper, glued it in, and then wrote the quote on top. If you watch my Bujo on a Budget video, then you'll know that my journal isn't of the absolute highest quality, but this is a really nice trick for getting a lot of ink into a design without having to worry about your pages buckling or all of the ink bleeding through or ghosting through and sort of ruining the page behind it. Two things about this quote. One, it means that I might be on a wild goose chase, and two, I am pretty sure that I misspelled ornithoid, but then again, I am a physics major, not an English major, for many reasons, not all of which have to do with potential future paychecks. So my weeklies this month are very, very different. I'm actually building them all together in a sort of massive Dutch door, which will make much more sense once I've actually created it. I did actually get this idea from a video by its mate Andy. I'll have it linked in the cards as well as the description box below. I'm basically just writing out the exact same weekly setup for all 5 weeks of May, including this first sort of half week that's technically also in April. I'm then cutting out the bottom half of all of the pages except for the first and last one so that I will have a notes section and projects section for the overall month. I just think this might give me a better overview to help plan my day-by-day schedule, especially in this crazy, crazy time we are all in. Alright, well that's all for this month, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button, as it really does help support my channel. I hope you all stay relatively happy and very healthy throughout this weird time, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!